touchdown.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Analyst Desk.
Subscribe to our channel
if you haven't done so yet. But of course, we got to go over this awesome crew, which you will be able to see their faces, because seeing is believing. We have Mr. More for your money.
Woo! Hello, everyone.
Lane Dashing Dashko. The man who is in the most comfortable living room I have ever seen at the desk, Adam the Goat.
Okay, wait, before we start anything, I have a gas or ass I want to ask.
Whoa, he actually wants to, for once, Adam wants to see the donkey butt.
I don't. I never said I wanted to see it. I just have a gas.
Yeah, you did. You did gas.
Okay,
that's well.
don't
Have a gas.
Lane. Shh. Lane, this is not your time to talk. Okay, so my gas or ass is this Seattle Seahawks defense, as nicknamed the Dark Side. I love that nickname, by the way. That's so sick. Is this defense better or could be better than the Legion of Boom Seahawks defense of the past? Was this performance good enough to put them? I think so.
Yeah.
I thought this all around, as an all-around defense, is this better than the Legion of Boom? Not just the secondary, but all around.
Okay.
Gas.
Let me be clear. I'm saying ass only because when they faced a legitimate offense in the Rams, they did still allow 27 points. I think it's more has to do with Drake May is just not ready to be a quarterback in a Super Bowl game. I'm not saying Drake May won't get there. As Leafs man 222 said, guys, Drake fraud May, and Drake May was terrible today. Let's just be real there. And as much as obviously the Seahawks defense was incredible, Adam, I need to see it more. I need to see them do this in another Super Bowl before I put it there.
That's why I said, is it or potentially? That's why I added in the potentially in there.
Potentially, sure, but no.
I said potentially, can they be better than they?
Yo,
how's it going, Jackson?
What up? What's up, Jackson?
So Dan said gas. I said ass. Lane, you are the tiebreaker.
Sorry, Adam, it did cut out. Can you ask it one more time? Because I didn't quite hear it. But I fixed my microphone. I fixed my settings.
I said, is this or potentially is this to be better than, is this the dark side Seahawks defense in this version better, or could they potentially be better than the Legion of Boom defense?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sorry, it did cut out for me, but yeah, I would agree with that. I would say gas. This defense is insane.
Asshole.
Then again, Drake May was. You don't know if Drake May is just bad. That defense is actually good.
I think they
Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
Why would you ask that? Why would you say
what
that?
What have you done? It's the Pink Pony Club. Something other lyrics I don't know. Oh
my God.
Apparently, we're all maple trees, according to Key.
Yeah.
Boys, the NFL replied to my comment on their post. Wow, congratulations.
Wow, that's cool. What comment?
What comment? Send us that comment.
Yeah, you can't tell us that and then not tell us what the comment is. That's not fair.
Bills.
Bills go. For next year, right? I gotta say, shout out to the New England Patriots, because even though Drake May was terrible tonight, I still think this year is a humongous success for Drake May and the New England Patriots. You did not make the playoffs last year. You only won 4 games last year. You had a rookie quarterback. Now you got a sophomore quarterback and you made it to the Super Bowl. Good job. It's almost all like New England fans will be upset right now, but tomorrow you'll wake up happy.
But what's interesting thing is Adam and I were talking before we came on here, and Patriots fans have turned on Drake May quicker than Leafs fans turned on Mitch Marner. And
Unsurprising.
I feel for Drake May in this situation. Like, he had a bad game. Let's be real. But he's a sophomore quarterback, and I think the expectations of Drake May were just too high, right? Like, I think, yeah, he had a cute season, as Dan would like to put it, but I just don't think he's quite there yet at a level where he can be like the guy. Where Sam Darnold wasn't phenomenal either, but he didn't make the critical error, right?
I agree Drake May's not there yet, but I think he will be even next year or a couple years down the road. I think he has the potential to be like the next caliber quarterback up there with Caleb Williams and Danielson Washington and all that, you know?
Game wasn't exciting. Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
I would like to state, though,
I was excited.
My score prediction was pretty damn close. I projected 30-10, and we got 29-13.
That's why I said touchdown and Drake May sucked.
Pretty close.
That was more exciting in the game.
I'm curious, though, on your guys' thoughts on this, the take that I have here. I think they got the MVP wrong today, and it should have been the kicker.
I actually agree with you.
My dad said that's what me and my dad were saying.
Totally agree.
The kicker to win. He had 17 points. He was the best
and the punts were insane.
The punts.
We'll check that out, Jackson, for sure.
Bad Bunny performed at Super Bowl halftime.
Oh, hey, we actually had a correct projection in the chat.
No,
I do remember.
Close to correct. Close off by 2 points, but very close.
We said 27-13. That's pretty damn close.
29, bro.
But not correct.
You will see you will not see the Pats next year. They will be a 14-3 team. I told everyone this was a fraud, and he was.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good.
It really depends.
Our simulation was close,
schedule. It was.
They overplayed. They overperformed. Their record was better than they were. This team should not have been 14-3. They had a soft schedule this year. They got.
Jacob, what was our prediction? What was our
Madden prediction? I'll pull that up in a second. Let me just get to this comment here.
Close.
This was so close to being a historic Super Bowl. If the Patriots would have gone the whole game without scoring, they would have been the first shutout Super Bowl history.
Cool,
yeah, I mean, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that was the most boring game ever.
It was pretty bad. The actual game was terrible, bud. Oh,
well, I'm glad Patriots fans got to be humbled a little bit.
Be humble.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, they learned that they got to be humble.
Hubba.
Once.
Yeah.
You think they're going to go 3-14 next year? I don't think they're going to be that bad. They're not going to be better than what they were last year.
I don't think
There's no way they're going to be 3-14. They're at least in my opinion, a 7-9 win team.
I can see them going 10-7 next year.
There's no way they'll be 3-14.
I think it'll be 10-7.
I actually do, but and this might be a hot topic. I actually think this team might get better because you got to remember this is such a this team is a bunch of rookies. Like they went over and even a bunch of first and second year guys. Like they're still
they brought a lot of veterans too in the offseason.
They did, but they're still mostly made up of young guys.
Yeah.
Like it's the most in Super Bowl history of guys that haven't even played more than a year together.
Exactly. I did see that. Yeah.
I don't see it. I think the Patriots, I don't see them having this easy of a schedule next year and this easy of a run to get to the Super Bowl. Let's be honest here. They finally faced a legitimate playoff caliber team and they got their asses kicked. Here was our simulation when we did it, which was pretty close. The simulation went 33-16. We finished 29-13. So our simulation was much more accurate than the executives at EA Sports.
Yeah. They must have fit around the settings too much.
Well, what was the score in that game?
Yeah.
30-14 for the other way around?
Yeah.
Which is funny because if you would have flipped the teams, it would have been close.
Right. Yep.
That's brutal.
That's true.
He almost had the right score, but the complete wrong teams. We actually, at least ours was actually the right team.
I hope you get the most like comment, Jackson. That'd be pretty dope.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
Where can we like it for you, Jackson? Is there a place we can like it? Is it on the YouTube?
Why do people choose the green screen background image of piano? Adam, you're being called out. Why are you picking that green screen?
Because I can.
Because of you.
I think it's because people like the idea of playing the piano and they wish they can, but they.
It's also because it's the only damn option and because I feel like it. Okay. So
no, it's more than that option, bro.
Adam, we live in the same house. What's going on?
Whoa, hey, look at Lego.
Okay, Jackson, we'll definitely head over to the YouTube and give that a like. Oh, we got the piano man in the chat.
I didn't even know there was a piano in the background, to be honest with you. I didn't really
Next year's Super Bowl will be the Bills and the Bears. 38.
Bills are not making this year.
Wow, that'd be cool.
I can tell you that much.
Some simulations are horrible. Remember when Dan ran that simulation and combined points were right, but it Canada beating Czechia 14-1. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Like, we've been practicing a little bit with the simulation and how it looks on air, but we're our last live one. I think we did very, very well, and now we're confident enough with it where we can go live with them and different things.
Yeah.
So, we're looking a lot better now. The early hockey ones were rough, sir.
But look, I got to say this. I think I am calling for myself to roll the donkey butt because I have a gas ass for you people. Gas, or is it ass? It's gas. Or is it ass? Gas or ass? The Minnesota Vikings could have been in this exact same position if they did not let Sam Darnold walk.
Yes.
Ass. Because I don't think their defense isn't as good as the Seahawks.
They won a game this year throwing negative 13 yards. Remember
Jefferson,
that.
Bro.
They have Jefferson, Addison. They have a really strong defensive core.
I think the Seahawks team is better.
Well, it's better, but Minnesota's not that far behind.
I think
What's your thoughts, Mr. Adam?
I can't agree.
Well, you could. You're just choosing not to.
No, I can't agree. It's tough to agree with that just because I think the situation that Darnold came into here was better than the situation he left.
Okay.
I don't think the coaching in Minnesota is better than the one here.
Okay.
And in Seattle, I think the coaching difference is big. Like I don't think that Minnesota team is coached very well. I think that I don't know how much better they make the O-line for Darnold. A big reason Darnold has succeeded, mind you, is because of his O-line. The run game has been amazing in Seattle as well. I know Minnesota do have a good run game. But I just can't agree because I just think Seattle were in a better position this year than Minnesota were. And I think if Sam Darnold returns, I don't think they get any better than what they were last year. I think the Seattle team, despite how Darnold has played at times, they've been a lot better. I can't agree to that at all.
Seahawks couldn't score at all in the third. Just proves the Pats O-line is much worse. Yeah, there's some interesting takes here in the comments.
Well, yeah, that Pats defense is amazing, mind you.
It is, right? And we could see the Rams. I mean, we're hearing Matthew Stafford.
I actually could see the Broncos doing it next year.
Broncos
country. That's right.
That's scary.
I just see Chicago making a deeper push in the playoffs.
Yeah, potentially. But you know what? At the end of the day, though, I think for New England, they need to be. I think they should still be proud of this season. I put
100%.
I put them in a very similar conversation I had when the Bears lost, although the Bears played a hell of a game when they lost, and I thought the Patriots offense really struggled. And it's interesting how the fan base is already turning on Drake May. I still think you have a good quarterback in Drake May. I think he's just inexperienced. And
yeah, he's 23.
Let's be honest, he didn't have a good playoffs, right? Like, I think there wasn't really a time where you felt he was taking the game by storm. And I just,
He
at the end of the
he
day, the
couldn't read the blitz
Seahawks were just
right.
too much. But I think the Patriots can build, get Stephon Diggs out of there because he's just a crybaby.
No.
Go get a bit of a better offensive line because that offensive line really struggled today. Take this experience of Drake May so we can learn how to read defenses just a little bit better because I thought at times he didn't read the coverage as well as he needed to. And you know what? I think the pressure just got to him, especially the interception in the fourth quarter where he just heaved it up when there were only Seattle players in the area. That was a situation there. You didn't have to go for it all on one throw.
That was a really bad flow.
At the end of the day, he had 3 turnovers, right? And we'd said in the pregame show, turnovers were going to be big. Sam Darnold did not turn the ball over today. He didn't play fantastic, but I think he knew he just can't lose the game. He doesn't have to go out there and win it. He just can't lose it.
That's exactly what happened.
So overall,
I would say Seattle had an easy schedule. Oh no,
the Seattle team was a one-off championship.
I read this wrong.
Okay, it was a perfect season for them in terms of major contenders getting knocked out. Pats too. I don't know if I fully agree with you on Seattle because they have to go through the Rams.
Their best they knocked off the best contender.
I think the Seahawks will be back again.
I think so too. I said it from that game going in. I think whoever won that game between the Seahawks and the Rams were going to win the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
I felt those were the 2 best teams left. No
Basically
disrespect to the Patriots and the Broncos and that in that championship
That was
round
the best
either.
game of the year.
But like they were the best teams left. But it is interesting to see. We will see about the Seahawks. I think though, if they can keep a lot of that core together, you got to remember too, they're also missing their second running back in this game, who is more their receiving back. Because Walker is basically a running back that he can just run. He isn't really a great blocker, isn't a good receiver. He had a great game today, though. But I don't see Diggs going back to Buffalo, no.
I wish.
Buffalo needs a receiver, but Stephon Diggs is not the answer.
They need an all-star 50-50 baller, and Diggs is probably the cheapest one on the market.
Do we have to worry about the Pats winning the next Super Bowl and then 2 or 3 in a row? I don't think so yet. Yeah, you know what, Key?
Not
again,
yet.
I think the Patriots this year just a lot of cards just fell in the right place.
Why?
Again, I think they'll be a good team. I think they'll be a playoff team again next year, but I don't think they're going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, me either.
49ers, if they could just stay healthy, man, the injury bug is just, then again.
I can see 49ers winning again.
I don't know if you guys saw Christian McCaffrey playing piano at Luke Bryan's concert. The guy can literally do anything.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Now, speaking of concerts, the Super Bowl is also a concert. So we posted on our social media to rate Bad Bunny halftime show. And it's been a very mixed ratings and again, I'd love your comments in the comment section here. Let's keep them respectful. But it was a very mixed bag of ratings on social media. Some people are saying it was phenomenal. Other people are saying it was terrible. So when we go to our social media, and I figure I'll just read some of those comments straight off our Facebook. And, we have, just to give some ratings here, we have a 6 out of 10, a 3 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 0 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. This is on Facebook. And then Instagram, if my memories, I believe we were in that, again, it was some 1s out of 10, some 10 out of 10s. It's a very, as you usually see with halftime shows, a very mixed reaction. I personally thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
We have a 100 out of 10 in the chat here.
Nice.
So I'll be honest.
Go ahead, Lane.
The only reason I didn't the only thing I didn't like about it from a personal standpoint, I actually like Bad Bunny. I respect him. I think he's very talented. I think the set was awesome. I think the dancing was awesome. I think even that message at the end about, the only thing stronger than hate is love, and putting on the countries and trying to put the positive message out there. I get all that. I think all that was great. The only thing I personally didn't like, and I think a lot of people feel this way, it was just hard for someone who doesn't speak the language to kind of understand or sing along. Like when Drake is up, when Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem, and I'm like, get back to reality. Oh, there goes girl. At least I can get hype with that, right?
Knowles mad at you. Won't give up that easy.
Interesting comment about Drake.
Rihanna.
I felt the same thing. However, it's not Bad Bunny's fault. Bad Bunny did invite Drake, and Drake refused to go. The whole reason for that is when the Super Bowl performers do not get paid to do a halftime show. They have a
okay, but that's so ass. So I have a guess. Yeah, that's ass, Dan. Come on, they may not.
And hey, you know what? I'm sure some people did. Yeah, you're not the only one, Least Man 222. Now, mind you, that's another halftime show. Hold on, that's another halftime show. I'm reading a lot of mixed results. People either loved it or they hated it. People
I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to.
People were either Dan, you can't say you loved it then if you haven't even seen it. But
I know, I just said I think I'm going to like it.
No, but Dan, you literally just said it anyways. But like I'm seeing though both halftime shows, it's very mixed reviews, and I would like to just take the politics out of it for a minute because I can't stand politics. Just going to be honest. I thought Bad Bunny, the ambiance, the vibe, the different set changes, the guests he brought in, I thought it was great. I do agree with Lane. It wasn't as easy as someone who doesn't speak Spanish, and maybe that's on me for, not being very cultured and I don't know other languages. But I do feel, maybe that was the only thing that held it back for me from giving it a 9 or a 10 out of 10. But like on a pure performance level, I feel like now I'm on American Idol. It was a phenomenal performance, right? So I do think Bad Bunny hit the nail on the head really well. I thought all the set changes, I loved like the vibes, giving the Grammy to kids, having a wedding that was a real wedding during a Super Bowl halftime show. I thought that was pretty sweet. Like there was certainly some really cool moments in it that I think will be clipping for a very long time. And that's the job of the halftime show, to get people talking. And that certainly succeeded. Definitely. Again, same thing for the TPUSA halftime show, right? I'm going to take the politics out of it. If you're more into a old school rock and roll type halftime show, then that was probably more your thing, right? So, but I think it's interesting that both halftime shows are getting very mixed reviews.
Yeah, I give him credit for doing both because, there's different people on earth and people have different tastes in music.
Different strokes for different folks.
I couldn't watch both at the same time, unfortunately, but I'm definitely going to watch Kid Rock either tonight or tomorrow. I am a fan of Kid Rock. I love his music. I love his swagger. I love that he's been a legend for 30 plus years. So I'm really excited to see it. And it's what Lane said too, Kid Rock, I can sing along with, right? Now, mind you, I do like Bad Bunny's music as well. I thought like it was a very Fast and Furious vibe, for example. I'm a big, I'm wearing Toronto hair, so my favorite radio station is Z1035. And
Z1035!
Drive a 5 street mix, I try my days. I can drive home and blast that on the subs and the Benz, and I love when Bad Bunny comes on.
Okay, Dan's got a flex. He drives a Mercedes.
Well, I'm just saying,
Well, yeah, I drive a Cadillac.
On. Yeah, I love when it comes on, right? So, I like both music. And like what Jacob said, set the politics aside. Just look for the fact of the music. They probably both put on amazing performances and shows. So, give him credit for putting on both.
Man, Jackson's having a good night. Also bet on the first song and got that right.
Nice.
Congratulations.
And 700 likes. Good job.
Yeah, and Lady Gaga. I thought the special guests were great, right?
And Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin's a legend.
Yeah,
I was cool to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Who was the halftime show last year? I'm trying to. Oh, it was Kendrick. So then my question for you guys is,
turn the TV up.
And Dan, talking about the size of his shoes. Which halftime show did you guys think was better? Who wore it best?
Bad Bunny.
Okay, here's what I'll say about Kendrick Lamar.
Mixed emotions with Lady Gaga. Interesting.
Oh.
Here's the one thing I'm going to say about Kendrick Lamar. And this is honest to God.
Yeah.
I thought that show sucked. Like, I actually, at first, when I first watched it, I'm like, this show sucked. Like, I thought it was like a 0 out of 10. But then when I read all the beef and, like, understood the feud and all the jabs, I was like, oh, it's a 10 out of 10. So, because I wasn't really introverse in that whole Kendrick Drake kind of feud at the time, I didn't really I didn't really follow it because I'm not a huge hip hop fan. I like their music, but I don't follow all the little feuds. So when I first saw, I'm like, this is the worst halftime show ever. But then when I looked at once I read about all the digs and then I watched it back, I'm like, oh, this is like a 15 out of 10. So I had two reactions.
I loved last year's performance. It wasn't even like, what's funny is that the whole performance wasn't even about the beef. Like the whole time, the whole performance.
Oh yeah, most of it was.
Like most of it was. Yeah,
90% of it was.
But I did love, like, I paid attention to the beef, so it was pretty funny. I was really hoping he would perform the song he did end up performing later.
They not like us.
Say the line.
They not like us. They not like us.
I was really hoping he would.
Especially when he brought up, I didn't know he brought up when he brought up Drake's ex-girlfriend to sing the song.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was.
The performance was
funny. Yep.
I can almost guarantee if Drake was offered, it was nothing to do with the money, and it was because of Kendrick's performance last year.
That was a big part of it too.
I can almost guarantee it had nothing to do with the money. It had everything to do with.
Okay,
boys, do me a favor. Take the beef out of the performance the way I asked you to take the politics out of it today. Which one was better?
I did. I loved the performance last year.
I know you did, Adam. Good for you. I give you a cookie.
I like this year's as well.
Kendrick sucked. Whoa.
I liked Kendrick more than I liked Bad Bunny, though. I preferred.
I like Bad Bunny better.
I preferred Kendrick's performance. I loved Kendrick's music, and I liked the performance last year. That's just I preferred that.
Bad Bunny was better.
Oh, that was the best halftime show ever.
I liked Bad Bunny though. I did like.
100% agree with his comment.
This was the best one in recent memory, Leaf Man. 222 is the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J, Eminem, Kent, 50 Cent, and remember Kendrick Lamar was there as well.
He was, but
so I want to give my 2 cents on that. I like Kendrick's music, Bad Bunny's performance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I thought Kendrick's showmanship was lacking. I thought Bad Bunny's showmanship was probably the best we've seen in years. All the multiple set changes, jumping in and out of buildings. I thought it was awesome. But the music for me, and this has nothing to do with the other things we're talked about. I'm not the biggest fan of I don't know, street meets EDM. It's not really my thing, right? So that's kind of where I am. I do agree with Leastman 222 though. I love that Dr. Dre one. Dead ass, I think Bad Bunny's halftime show is my favorite of them all. Huh?
Yeah, it was a good one. It really was
interesting, right? People were.
You guys remember the shark?
Oh my gosh!
The shark who didn't know what to do, and it was like a meme.
And that would have meant this year Justin Trudeau would have been there.
I gotta say though, comparing Kendrick to Bad Bunny on an automotive standpoint, Kendrick definitely won that battle. Having a Buick GNX there versus a Ford pickup. The Ford pickup was cool, but a GNX is one of the most underrated cars of all time. I give him victory for that one.
So we have a question about our snacks today.
I told you, Jacob, it's a good topic.
Okay, Dan. Lane asked about the menus this evening. On the flip side, what typical Super Bowl party food would you not allow if you had a Super Bowl party? Mine is mac and cheese bites. You know what? Cocaine.
What? Well, depending who you ask. For me, it's pickles.
I hate the smell of pickles. So that's
I one of those this whole acceptance and putting a pickle on everything. I'm like, keep your pickle.
Dan, never tell anyone to keep their own pickle. That sounds very dirty. Adam, what's your one Super Bowl snack food that you're like, get this garbage out of here?
Get this garbage out of here.
You don't know. We'll figure it out.
Well, I don't know what the nothing, I guess. I don't know.
Mustard, because you don't like mustard. You don't
mustard!
Like mustard is not food. Mustard is
put it on food. So would you? What if all the chicken tendies were drenched in mustard?
Oh,
yeah, I wouldn't eat chicken tendies. I just wouldn't eat some chicken.
Like they're drenched in a bowl of mustard.
What the Jacob? Oh,
I would probably kick the person who did that out, but I wouldn't I wouldn't.
Okay, I got mine. Just so
I just wouldn't eat the chicken tendies. I'd be mad. Jacob, I'm more mad at you right now for bringing up ruining chicken tendies. So, you know what?
I agree with Lane, though. Dill pickle chips are gross.
See, that's what I'm saying. Pickle. This band, everything pickle.
Dan.
Just the chips.
Stop saying you want to ban pickles. It doesn't sound
I
right.
do though.
Okay, Dan. Anyways, you know what? There's one thing I have to say about that, boys.
Touchdown. There was not a lot of touchdowns.
Oh,
today,
here
though.
we go, though. It's a free country.
We
Who's
are,
going to
Chris.
disallow any food? That's a good point, Christopher. I mean,
We
that's kind
are.
of my point. That's why I just said no cocaine.
Good
Chris,
point.
we are.
Almost
So,
1,000
you know
likes, dude. That's awesome.
Wow,
Hopefully,
good
you
for
wake up
you.
a few K likes in the morning.
Yeah, dude. I think it will. Good, awesome.
Congratulations, good sir. So, I found a very silly article that I want to bring up.
Congrats.
Oh, boy.
ESPN has done the way too early power rankings. I don't have an NFL power rankings bump.
Do you have a power rankings bump at all?
I have the CFL one.
Just run it anyway. So we can say just saying effect.
Okay.
I want to listen to that sound effect.
Haven't heard anything. Oh yeah.
Word.
Okay. Number 1, Seattle Seahawks.
Well, yeah.
Number 2, New England Patriots.
No.
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 Number
Rams are-
3, let's do the top 5 and then we'll stop. And then we'll do the next 5.
Is it just the order
Los
of how they
Angeles
finish?
Rams. Number 4, Denver Broncos. Number 5, Buffalo Bills. What do we
I
think?
Buffalo
of the top
Bills?
five?
I already disagree. So
So
do I.
No New England. So no
Jacob, I don't
Patriots.
think these are power rankings. I think they're just where they
I know
finished in this
Buffalo.
year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Those two can't be in the top
There's
5.
no way these are power rankings.
These
This
are.
has to be where they. No,
These are off ESPN.com/NFL/story/lid/story/NFL-way-2-early-power-2026-offseason-3-175-3-offseason-3
So Lane, you're just wrong. So
I don't know where I heard power rankings in that. There's a lot of dashes.
power-rankings-poll.
I just heard a lot of dash and.
I just saw it. Lane, I'm on ESPN and it just came up on my screen. So you're
Well,
wrong, Lane.
Okay,
So
so
sad, so sad.
It's still
look,
an
I
hour.
hate to say this, the Bills are not a
They
top
didn't just
5.
take the standings.
The Bills are not a top 5 team going into next season, in my opinion. As much
Neither
as I'm
is
a
New
Bills
England.
fan,
That's much.
they
as
don't
my-
have enough offensive weapons, and the secondary is too suspect. And clearly, Josh Allen can't do it by himself. And that's nothing against Josh Allen when I say that, by the way. I
Can
love
we give
Josh.
our top 5s then? Do you want to do that? And then our next 5 after that?
Sure.
Much work in my brain. I thought that's where you were going with this, Dan.
I was
Jake,
just going to
that's
go
where
over
I
like this top 5 and what do we agree with, what do we disagree with.
I already disagree with New England, and I disagree with the Bills in the top 5. Those
I
are the two.
disagree with the Patriots in the top 5 and the Bills as well. What's Lane
Dan?
and Dan? Dan, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't know what's up.
There's like
I'll try to remember what
I know
the
what
top
he's
5
doing.
was.
No. Dan's like, you know that kid who's cheating on his test and he wrote the answer somewhere? He's like looking on his hat.
I'll try to remember what the top 5 was.
This was Seattle, New England, Rams, Broncos, Bills.
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Okay, well, what do you disagree with?
All the same as everyone else. Patriots.
Wow,
The
you're
list might have been worse than
Dan?
Kendrick Lamar's music. Damn.
that's boring, Dan.
ESPN
just
is out
actually
to
Use your
one.
own brain.
What do you think, Lane?
I think the Bills are in top 5.
I actually like this list a little bit better. profootball.network.com/NFL-power-rankings-2026/ They've got the Rams in first, Seahawks in second, Broncos third, 49ers fourth.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Bills
What are
in
you talking
fifth,
about, Lane?
Eagles
This is
sixth,
terrible.
Houston 7. Green
Dude, this
Bay
list
8.
is terrible.
Better than the one you
Lane, what are
rattled
you
off.
talking
No,
about?
it's not. How is Seattle not the best team going in the next year? They've won the whole damn thing easily.
Patriots still shouldn't be number 2.
I disagree with the Pats, Bills, and Broncos. I think the Bears will replace the Broncos, Rams, Pats, 49ers, Bills. Okay.
Interesting.
So let's go through the next 5. This is on the ESPN. I'm not reading the whole website again. 49ers, Detroit Lions,
What?
No.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles,
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars, and Green Bay Packers. I think this is worse than the first five.
Packers.
Where
and
I don't
Detroit
agree with
out.
Jacksonville.
Packers and Detroit out for me. I agree with Jacksonville, but they should be 10 instead of 9. So just one back for me. But Jacksonville were good enough they were good this year.
Yeah.
They were good.
I think they'll only improve. I would think they would improve, like not improve, but they'll do just as well as they did last year. But I disagree. The Packers shouldn't be there. The Packers did horribly against the Bears. They should not be over the Bears. That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I think the Bears are a top
And
10
then-
team for sure.
Like the Lions didn't even make the damn playoffs. How are they in the top?
Yeah,
10?
I don't get that one at
They didn't
all.
make the playoffs. They were so
Playoffs?
bad this year.
Like, you know what?
Why
I'm
are we
fine
talking-
with
like,
the
that's
Eagles
ridiculous.
because I think if they can just realize they can't just run it up the middle every single play, I think they'll be fine. I actually think Jacksonville, if they could have got past Buffalo, I think they could have went on a run. I thought that team
They could
really
have done some damage. That's a good team.
Detroit Lions, I don't even think they're a top 15 for me going into next season. Sorry, Key, because I know you're a big Lions fan. But I don't know. What do you think about those, Lane?
Yeah, I don't really agree with them, to be honest.
So now
Well,
let's
the Bears. I think the Bears should be way higher. I think the Bears are going to be a force to be reckoned with next year.
So the
Yeah,
Bears
I like
sit
the
at number
Bears.
11 on this ESPN
The Bears
list.
need to fix them. The Bears need to fix the fact that they had to. I think the only thing the Bears did wrong, or that Bears had trouble with this year, was allowing teams to be the lion. The only thing the Bears need to work on is not allowing teams to jump ahead, like, and go multiple points up. They do it way too often. I get they're good at comebacks, but like, you can't do that and be good. You can't, like, that's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. And they realized that in their next game after coming back against the Pack. And so I do think that's one thing the Bears need to work on is they need to get Caleb Williams going quicker. Like, Caleb Williams needs to start games on time. He cannot.
Yeah, but sir, he does.
They can't do what they did this year and think they're going to be just as good as they were, because they will get dog walked against the better teams in the NFL if they do that. They can't.
Lions
They were
win
better
the
than
Super Bowl.
It's just not good enough.
Wow. Well, depending on what we do in the offseason.
I'm not laughing at the Lions.
Crazy.
Lane just put something very interesting in our group chat.
Crazy.
Okay,
you're being held to this. You're being held to this, man. Somebody take a screenshot of this. We're holding you to this.
Clip
This
that.
is going to be a
39, 30.
Clip that. Clip this. Clip this. That is crazy.
And you know what?
I think the Lions are good.
You know what? I'm going to pull an Adam here, Jackson. Just because you told me to shut up, I'm just going to talk more.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do.
Like,
That's
I
what
don't
you
shut
do,
up.
Jacob.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are messing with? The reckoning, the one, the only Jacob Moore sports analyst.
Jacob,
Who's not
this is the
really an
attitude.
analyst, but I like to say that's how I roll.
This is the attitude. This is the
I
attitude.
think with
Don't let this go.
I think to be honest, well,
none of the love. We good.
This.
to be honest, we're all calling this way too early. Depends what the team's doing in the offseason,
Okay,
right?
but Dan, these are the way too early power rankings. / way -2 early power.
Well, not this again.
You're the worst.
Okay.
You're
Chicago Bears 11.
What?
Kansas City Chiefs 12.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no.
bad. No way.
Houston
That's
Texans 13.
No.
Baltimore Ravens 14.
What?
Chicago the Los Angeles Chargers 15.
Oh, we're not 15.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
we're
gonna say
not
this right
15.
now. I as much as they didn't have a great year, I think the Bengals have to be higher than what they are.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of disrespect to Joe Burrow.
Where's my jersey? Wait, give me a sec.
It's Adam. It's near the piano.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Shh. I'm grabbing it.
It's inside the piano.
Yeah.
Lane?
Bears are
No.
gonna bear. I don't think so. The Texans, look, I think CJ
They got my
Stroud is an
boy
event because
Golson,
he's
Loveland.
sus. And by the way, do not go to steamboo.com for any of our Twitch viewers. That is fake. It's false advertising.
Hey, Hey, don't disrespect my boy Joe Burrow. You can't see
Adam,
it.
we literally can't see it because of your green screen.
Don't disrespect my boy Joe Burrow. Jacob, don't laugh.
I did not know
disrespect my
Justin
boy.
Herbert got an MVP vote.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
That's the one thing I'm riding this year for the Chargers.
Hey, don't worry. Once free agency settle was dusted, I'll be doing a way too early CFL power rankings.
100%. Yeah.
I'll get to roll that bump again. But
100%.
you know what? The Ravens, I'd have a little higher than 14, but I think the third group of 5 is kind of where they belong. A team that just hasn't really been able to get over the hump. That's why I think the Bills should more be in like the second group of 5 than the first group.
Kansas City cannot be there. Kansas City were
no way.
Even when Mahomes was healthy, they were trash.
Yeah, they were not good this year.
Straight garbage. Your movie sucked.
They're just not there anymore. Again, if you're going to put the Chiefs this high, why aren't the Bengals up here?
Yeah.
Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is good enough to take any team and make them a Super Bowl contender. That's my take on him. I think Joe Burrow might be one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league. I think he's a tier 1 QB, and he just doesn't get the same respect. Wait, I honestly could see the Bengals making the playoffs. I can't understand why they aren't able to do it. Like their O-line and defense isn't that bad. Well, Burrow was injured all last year.
Their defense is horrid.
But Joe Burrow was good enough that doesn't always matter.
That defense is bad.
You know what? Are you guys also surprised the Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't been mentioned in this top 15 yet?
What?
I am surprised.
Not realized that yet.
Because the Buccaneers, I would say the Buccaneers are probably, I would put them higher than the Texans.
Oh, for sure.
Probably comparable to the Ravens and the Chargers around that layer. Maybe even a little better, no offense, Adam, than the Chargers.
I just said they shouldn't be there like 5 minutes ago.
I know, but you love the Chargers.
Blame Chargers.
You wish you had an electric car, so then you could be while you're charging your car, you could be watching the Chargers.
It's a love-hate relationship, Jacob.
That's fair.
Love-hate relationship.
Okay, so next group of 5. This is where we have some other teams I think should be a bit higher. The Cincinnati Bengals at 16.
Yeah, they should be higher.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 17.
Higher.
Dallas Cowboys 18. I think they should be lower.
Yeah.
They should be lower, yeah.
Indianapolis Colts, I think, should be higher. Because I think if Danny Dimes doesn't get injured, they probably make the playoffs.
What about Rivers? He played pretty good.
Washington
Danny Dimes for MVP.
Round out your next 5. Commanders are another one. You got to wonder if Jaden Daniels stayed healthy.
Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
I think the big surprise is going to be the Washington Commanders. I see them making the playoffs next year.
The Cardiac Commanders.
Yeah, I see them making the playoffs next year.
So, Dan, do you think they should be higher than 20 right now then?
100%. Yeah, I get they had a bad year. You know, usually a rookie struggle. Usually a rookie does good, struggles in sophomore. This will be Daniel's 3rd season. I'm sure they'll make some moves in the offseason, right? I think they'll be, I don't think we're even a 500 club this past year, right?
No,
so I think
be over. They were pretty bad.
What, 5-12? Yeah. I could see them being like 11-6 kind of thing team next year. I think they'll do good.
What's your thoughts, Lane, on that group of 5?
I thought it was pretty accurate. I feel like the further we get down the list, it's a bit more accurate than the earlier.
That's even worse.
Giants are making the playoffs.
Giants are not making the playoffs next year.
Adam wants to watch the Chargers. Dan loves Nathan Rourke.
I do not want to.
Carr loves driving.
I want to take a break. I'm good.
Okay, so now we go to our next 5. Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is one that's wild to me. The Carolina Panthers below the Steelers.
Really?
Whoa.
I think the Panthers, I think the Panthers are probably a top 15 team going into next year.
Yeah.
I thought Bryce Young showed a big improvement. But then 23rd, we have the Minnesota Vikings. 24th, the Atlanta Falcons. And Jackson's New York Giants that he thinks are going to make the playoffs and ranked at 25th. Panthers are 32.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Oh, you're just full of bad takes today.
Dude, you and Adam
He's got
will be
2,000 likes on his
Bad
comments.
takes. This is crazy. This is just bad. This is all just. These are way
So,
too early bad
what I'm
takes.
finding kind of bizarre, we're having playoff teams lower than non-playoff teams here. And
This is
like I look at the
crazy.
Dallas Cowboys, I
bad.
can't comfortably say the Panthers are worse than the Cowboys.
No.
Me neither.
Right?
The Cowboys are bad this year.
I think the Texans, to be honest, if they lose any pieces on defense, I think they're going to be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't agree with this. The Giants are about where I would have them in this group. Like, they're not the worst team in the league.
They'll improve, but they won't be a player.
Oh, Lane's gonna rage. Vegas to win the cup.
I can see it. I will love it.
Well, I'm about the the Las Vegas Raiders to win the Super Bowl. I was like, what?
And now let's go into our next.
If they do, I will laugh my head off.
So the Saints, which they're not very good. Tennessee Titans, Arizona Cardinals, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, and the Pro Bowl team Cleveland Browns.
Oh, the Browns.
I think the Raiders are worse than the Browns, in my opinion, and I actually think the Jets are worse than the Browns.
No, the Browns are horrible.
So,
Browns
dude,
are bad.
the Jets were the first team ever to not get an interception the whole year.
Jacob, I'm making a joke, and you're not making it fun. Okay?
Okay.
You don't like me having any fun, apparently.
You know what, Adam? Okay, I'm.
What?
I don't
make Jacob cry now.
Anyways, the Leafs. Yeah, I hope the Leafs still make the playoffs. I don't hit my head off.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least need to make the playoffs of like winning a cup.
I don't know. The Browns are not better than the Panthers, but I'm sorry.
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
But it could be depending on the offseason moves, right?
So you know what, guys? Let us know in the comments, and if you want, we'll each put out our own way -2 -early -power -rankings -poll -2026 -offseason -3 -words NFL power rankings. So let us know, and we can put that out on all the social media platforms. But you know what? Since the Super Bowl's done, I think we've kind of said what we want to say about the Super Bowl.
I think so.
What would you guys say about the playoffs as a whole?
Playoffs?
Amazing. Great.
I thought the NFL playoffs, I honestly thought this was one of the best NFL playoffs in recent memory.
I thought
every round besides the Super Bowl, unfortunately, had at least one, if not multiple, really good games.
I thought we just witnessed the best playoffs. It just ended with the one of the worst Super Bowls, unfortunately. But if we had if the
Rams Seahawks was the Super Bowl,
that's what I was going to say. If we had that game as the Super Bowl, it would have been the cherry on top. But they give the NFL a lot of credit. They moved some stuff around the last couple of years to make it more entertaining, and they did just that. I think, in my opinion, they have a fix how the kick returns are done. I still think that's terrible. I think it's stupid that you have to tell them when you're doing onside kick. That makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
And I don't like the fact that they're calling catches not catches. I gotta figure out the replays of that. But I think if they change those 3 things, this could be that would make the league perfect, in my opinion.
So would you guys like to see then to be able to use challenges in overtime?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Because right now you can't challenge in overtime in the NFL. You can in the CFL, and you can in the XFL, and you can in the Indoor Football League.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just want the NFL too. Hey, what's wrong with the NFL being different?
I get it in some plays, but that's a big issue, bro. That's deciding games.
Dan Adams joking.
Oh.
Okay, Jackson's giving us his power rankings. These are odd. No offense, Jackson. Buffalo 1, Giants 2, Seahawks 3, Ravens 4, Rams 5, Lions 6,
oh, this is just
Chiefs
bad.
7,
this is all bad.
Browns 8, Bears 9, Packers 10, Steelers 11, Vikings 12, Panthers 13, Colts 14, 49ers 15, Broncos 16.
Interesting.
That is no.
That is odd, but that's
just-
okay. You're
that is
out your
odd.
opinion.
I give you credit doing
That
something
is-
different.
That is certainly an opinion.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be talking halfway through the season. We're like, man, that Jackson 3-1-2-9.
But you know what? Like, we don't know. Like, we don't even know who the coach is for the Steelers is next year. We don't know who the quarterback's going to be for the Steelers next
It's
year.
not true.
Like, we don't.
It's not
There's
true.
a lot of things we don't know yet, right? I mean, Buffalo could go get a gangster receiver next year. You know, the Giants.
What?
Could,
They're going to go to Grove Street? Hey, CJ, all you had to do was follow the damn trade.
I don't know. I mean, the Giants could call Tom Brady out of retirement. You know, you never know what's going to happen.
What I will say about the Giants, I think with Dart and Scabadoo, I do think they have a good base.
Scabadoo?
They're running back. The guy that headbutts walls.
Scabadoo.
Scabadoo.
Oh, and the Eagles, Jalen Hurts' ass. Well,
Oh,
the
no, I
Eagles
like
are a
him.
weird team for me. I mean, say what you want about Hurts. He's been to the Super Bowl 2 out of the last 3 times.
Yep.
And played well in both Super Bowls he was in. But
Good.
look, I think we could say, though, the NFL playoffs as a whole, I think the NFL is going to be really happy with. We got a lot of really good games,
Yeah.
lots of overtime, lots of plays of the year,
Great attendance.
great attendance.
Lot
We
of
saw a
money
change
in
of the guard. I think people
marketing.
were worried when Mahomes, Lamar, and Burrow weren't in the playoffs. We weren't going to see enough talented QB play. I mean, Matthew Stafford did his thing as the old man. But, like, you look at, like, Bryce Young,
Caleb
and
Williams. Holy
Williams,
cow.
and Sam Darnold. I think we were seeing the NFL quarterbacks
Even
of the
Drake May has
future.
some highlights in this playoff one.
I think the quarterbacks of the future are in good hands.
Oh, 100%. I'm excited, bro.
So I'm looking forward to it.
You know, last few years, I was like getting nervous of the NFL, thinking, oh, it's the league getting kind of stale. You know, like players getting kind of old and repeating themselves. You know, can they carry on this forever? And now I think they can. I think they did a great job
for
modernizing the game, revamping the league, and
Wow,
all
Stafford,
the power
not
to them.
MVP. I'm trying to think who Cookie is. If I'm going to be completely honest
Who
with
the
you,
heck
Jackson.
is
But James Cook, running back from Buffalo.
What?
No.
Yeah,
No, he shouldn't.
Okay.
win
he
MVP.
played great.
Okay.
I love
That's what
Jack.
he means
Your
by Cookie.
opinion, you are very biased in your opinion.
No, but you're asking what a cookie is. He's the
Okay,
cookie.
Dan, I am not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, this guy's opinion.
But we're happy to have your opinions
just-
because
it
everyone.
is, yeah,
can
your
have their
opinion is just
on it.
very. It seems like it's just.
That's
very
why we love the
biased.
chat, because we can talk
That is
about all the
crazy.
opinions. So thank you for all the
That
great
doesn't mean I
comments
get to have an
today.
opinion on his opinion, which
That's
is
right,
just-
100%.
It's just so biased.
It is a
and
free
just so
country.
bad, in my opinion.
Supposedly.
That is
So
crazy.
now, what I'm curious for you guys, I have another football question for you. So the
Ooh.
NFL's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that is true.
So what's the next
boy,
football
Chico.
plateau for you guys? Do you guys just jump straight to CFL,
Well, yeah.
or do you give the XFL a watch?
Nope.
Okay, Lane and Adam.
I'm not watching the XFL.
I
so no.
retire and I wait and I watch other sports until the CFL.
You know what?
comes
I will
on.
say this: I'm going to give the XFL legitimately
Yeah,
another go
guys.
this year.
Adam does Adam
Yeah,
things.
not for me.
And Kia, I did not see your football question in the comments, so if you just want to throw that back in there.
Jacob's not a very fast reader.
NFL, that's it. Okay. So you just wait for the next NFL season. It's interesting. I don't know if you guys heard Jeff Garcia's comment on the talent gap between the NFL and the CFL. He said he feels it is very small, the
Yeah.
talent
Wow.
gap between the two leagues.
He said that today.
He said that on Media Week.
Wow.
So what? Call me crazy.
In the same week that Doug Flutie said the CFL is becoming Americanized, which that certainly
Oh.
stirred the pot.
Interesting.
Call me crazy. I like your
Oh.
question, Jacob. Oh.
You don't think the Browns do anything
No.
next season, but you guys think we'll lose our franchise again. No, I'm not saying the Detroit
Oh, no.
Lions will
That's
be
crazy.
terrible, by the way. I just don't think the Lions are a Super Bowl contender next year. And no, I think the Browns will be a little better than last year, but still not a playoff team.
I think
like
she's
the
talking about
question,
the
Jacob,
Browns.
about
I don't
the,
think she's talking about Detroit. I think she's talking about the Browns. Will
Do you guys think if it's
The
a hard
Browns
USO,
lost
become a
their
Buccaneers
franchise.
fan.
Right, yeah, that's what I
The
thought
Browns
too.
lost their franchise.
Because he used to be in Detroit, did it?
never lost their franchise.
It's interesting, Jackson. So you say you hate 3 downs. I'm going to be honest. I actually prefer 3 downs over 4 downs.
Makes the game move faster.
And so it all comes down to personal preference. I mean,
Yeah.
for the XFL, when I tried it, it just felt like the NFL with less talent. That's what it felt like to me because it wasn't different enough. That's the first place I saw that very strange kickoff, but I'm going to give it another go.
Do I call me crazy, Jacob? I like your question. We got we got a weird gap in sports at the moment because the NFL's done, CFL's not here, baseball's not here, hockey's not here. However, the Olympics are here. We should all follow that. That's great news. Just let me finish quickly. The one sport I really want to, I followed a little bit, but haven't followed consistently, is I want to follow lacrosse. I think lacrosse looks amazing. I've watched the Toronto Walk games on TV, the Calgary games on TV. The league's growing. I really like them. So Jacob's talking about football. I want to watch a little more lacrosse. If you guys want us to talk about that on the channel here, let us know. The email's down below. Blow up in the comments. I think that's a great topic we should talk about here.
Dan, did you see did you see the fight that happened recently in a
I did. That's what got me thinking about. That was Oshawa player versus a Toronto player, and that fight was nuts.
Hey, you guys might have a little bit of a sports drain for the next 2 weeks. Adam doesn't. Adam's got sports.
You gotta get rugby.
So I got rugby to watch.
Yes.
I had a fun weekend. Rugby was a great this weekend. So
actually, Adam, I got a little tidbit for you, Adam. My classmate's sister is on the Canadian rugby team.
That's cool.
And she's
the
in
national team?
Yeah, she's in Australia at the moment.
Oh, the sevens team, yeah.
Yeah, then she's playing in Vancouver. In Vancouver in March.
That's so cool. Yeah, they're going. Their next tour stop is in Vancouver.
That's right. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And we got a comment.
Yeah, rugby was awesome this week, so I had fun.
Yeah, I would like to watch some rugby with you, Adam. I don't know much about it, but I would like to learn it. Like it sounds like a sweet sport.
It is
got an interesting comment here about the Hockey Canada lines that were announced today. Why the hell is Tom Wilson, Connor McDavid, and Celebrini
that's
playing
an awesome line. What are you talking? That is an awesome top.
So yeah, here are
I was surprised if I slide up, to be honest.
You have Celebrini, McDavid, Wilson, Marner, Crosby, Stone, Marchand, McKinnon, Suzuki, Hagel, Horvat, and Reinhart. I do have some issues with these lines on a personally.
I do too.
I don't like Tom Wilson on the top.
23 goals.
I don't like Tom Wilson. He's too slow. He's too slow.
It's more of a checker.
Hold on, guys. Flip. Suzuki to center. McKinnon to the top line. Wilson to the third. Now we're cooking with gas.
Mm-hmm. I just think I tell you why these lines are like this.
Can I tell you why the lines are like this?
It's practice.
Sure,
the lines are like this, because stacking up the lines in the Olympics is just dumb, in my opinion. I'm going to say it. Like, I would like to have Mac with Crosby, because I just think that'd be cool, because they talk about playing together all the time. But they'll play together on the first power play unit, so it doesn't really matter. But I think spreading out the top end talent you have, despite all of these guys being awesome, like I think having a 3-headed monster in McDavid, Crosby, Mac is insane. And the fact that anybody would want not to have that 3-headed monster down the middle, where that is like a nightmare. Like that's a matchup nightmare. Like imagine Barkov is at these Olympics. If Canada plays Finland, who does Barkov shuts down McDavid while you got Crosby and Mac? The other two other heads of the 3-headed monster to go and attack your other lines, and just like that is amazing to me. I love it. I want to point out something quickly that Marchand said something really funny about playing with Mac earlier. So he was asked how much he practiced with Mac in the offseason, and Marchand had said that he basically just passes he basically just chases Mac down the ice. And all he said that he'd be doing at these Olympics is passing to Mac and then getting off the ice because he cannot keep up with McKinnon. And I was like,
Wow.
that is hilarious to me.
Yeah, it's funny.
But it's like, I'll say this. I think Tom Wilson might not be as quick as McDavid and Selly, but I think his purpose on that line is to be in front of the net and to cause a lot of issues in front of whoever they play's net. And get in and score those dirty goals. And I think him playing those, he has 23 goals this year. He's been playing awesome this year. I think he deserves to be up there. I love that for him. The issue I have is Stone being there because I would rather have Bennett in the lineup, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Stone is the slow one. If we're talking about slow players, Mark Stone is slow.
But actually, Dan, sorry,
Yeah.
before you jump in, Lane, you were mentioning you think that these lines could change just because it says in the graphic, this is just their first practice, right?
Yeah, because of course, it's just you got to get. I think John Cooper's just seeing what he has, right? Like he still got almost 4 days to decide the lines. I think he just was throwing it out there, just seeing what sticks. You know, I think these lines are gonna change before the first game. Just good to get the boys out there, get some chemistry going, see what clicks, what doesn't click. He's probably gonna move some guys around. I don't read anything into this.
To be honest, I see this line depending who you're playing. If you're playing Team America against the Kachuk Brothers, I want Wilson to protect my best players. I think that's why we brought Wilson on this team, because you never pictured this in international play before, but then we saw the Four Nations. And Brandon Hagel did an amazing job, but Wilson's much suited for that job. So I think if you're playing America, you could very well go for a lineup similar to this, but of course you're adding Sam Bennett into the lineup. If you're playing Czechia, you're going to do a different lineup. And to the Bull Horvat comment, when we built our Team Canada mock teams, I put Horvat on my team because he's having a phenomenal year. He's a +8. He's got 40 points and 24 goals on the Islanders. So the Islanders is not even offensive-based team, right? So if you put him on a offensive-based team, he would have 30-plus goals, right? So I actually agree with Horvat on this team.
Yeah, Horvat's insane.
I really like him.
I don't know.
I agree. Last year was pathetic, but this year he's playing great. So
I wouldn't be opposed
to
pulling Horvat out of the lineup to bring Sam Bennett in. I think Sam Bennett has to be in your day one lineup. I think he should have been on the team in the first place.
The one thing I like about, I know we don't like every player on here, but I do like that for the first time, maybe not the first time, but a big criticism is Canada never takes the hot hand. And I said, sometimes you got to just take someone who's hot, right? So he may not be the most talented player, and he probably shouldn't be. But when someone's red hot and feeling it that season, you got like they didn't do that one year, and they absolutely paid for it. Like they should have. There was one year they lost, and they should have took this one guy who's terrible because he had like 80 points in 30 games. They're like, we're not good enough. I'm like, yeah, but he's the one scoring. Like, then you guys lost. Sometimes you just have to take the hot hand.
Yeah, and Jacob, I don't know if you saw, but in our Gangster group chat, I did post the schedule for the Canadian men's hockey team. That like the next first 3 games. It's in the WhatsApp.
They play Thursday. I think it's like Thursday, like 10:40.
It is
it's
true.
Not true.
Okay, fine. I'll
not true.
myself.
Think you're lying.
I'm not.
I think you're lying.
No. Okay, so here it is. February 12th, Thursday.
Again, I believe you.
Canada versus Czechia at 10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Too early.
On Friday, February 13th. Wow, I didn't realize that. Friday, February the 13th. That's an interesting.
Jacob, we don't work on Friday, do we?
Canada. Well, now you're calling in sick. Adam, you're calling in sick.
Suck, Jacob.
Jacob, you stubbed a big toe. On Friday, February 13th at 3 p.m., Canada's playing Switzerland. On Sunday, February the 15th, so they get Valentine's Day off. Isn't that sweet? But maybe you don't have to do. Anyway, on Sunday, February the 15th, at 10:30, Canada plays, I think that's France's flag. Yeah, France.
Yeah, that's France.
So where's your
Francis,
first three
they
games?
face Francis. Okay, Francis, you got to take on the entire Team Canada by yourself.
I like those
Good
D
luck.
partners.
I do want to quickly
What?
touch on this defensive pairing. I actually think for the guys you brought, the only one I would flip is Sanheim and Doughty. But overall, I think it's I actually like this. I'm more than fine
practice.
with this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm fine with those. I'm fine with
You gotta
those.
flip Doughty for Sarah, but besides of that, Plinko got his first goal of the year right before the Olympics, by the way.
I still
Yeah.
have no idea why Pringle made Team Canada.
But we're looking at what he did last year, right? And you gotta say, besides the Drew Doughty, this core isn't like big old school physical, right? So Plinko is a big old school physical guy, and just in case to get a mayhem game against the U.S. like that again, you want a big, tough player. And Doughty is fantastic, but he is getting up there in age. So,
But
Plinko, I believe, he's like 6'6", something like that. He's a big boy.
we will definitely do a pregame, try to do some sort of pregame content, whether that's Wednesday night or Thursday morning for the first Canada game, first men's game.
Let us know. Did you want it in the morning? Do you want it in the evening? Do you want it before work? Do you want it right before the game? Let us know.
Do you want it in the shower? Do you want
No? Well, you gotta pay to see me in the shower.
No, Adam's.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to listen to me while you're showering? Like, who wouldn't want to do that? I have a lovely voice.
Get yourself a waterproof speaker. Listen to the analyst desk while you're in the shower. Can't complain.
Women used to give those away.
That's what I do. I listen to us talk in the shower.
Lane just ran away to charge his waterproof speaker for his shower to listen to the analyst desk.
True.
That's right.
But I would say on that bombshell,
try to go to bed.
I would say on that bombshell, it's time for us to wrap up this NFL Super Bowl post-game show. Yeah, thank you for the comments about the Olympics.
Yeah, I love the questions.
Jackson, congrats on getting so many likes on your comment. We'll definitely have to head over there and take a look. And big ups to all you guys for joining us for the pre and the post. Lots of fun today. And
the Madden simulation yesterday.
And the Madden simulation yesterday. Awesome. And we have lots more content coming your way. CFL free agency window. The CFL free agency officially opens up on Tuesday, because now we're in that 48-hour window between the tampering window and free agency where teams can try to match those contracts that were in the tampering window.
We will see you next Tuesday.
So we will see. Damn. Anyways, plus we'll have lots of Olympic content coming your way, so don't you worry. More simulations coming. Let us know if you want those live. But I'm the self-proclaimed sports analyst, joined by Adam the GOAT, also known as Frank. Still wave to Frank.
Damn it!
Mr. Moore, for your money.
Woo!
And Lane Dashing Dash Co. Lane, I just thought of something. You literally sound like a business. Lane Dashing Dash Co. Sounds like you should start a business like Trevor Phillips Industries, but make it legal. Anyways, have a great night, everyone.
Dry cleaning business.
We'll see you on the flip side. Thanks for the rest of the analyst desk, where every day feels like game day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Touchdown!